Hey y'all, it's Albie. I recently went to Rock Hill, South Carolina, and I was there with my family for a lunch and a t-ball game for my little nephew. And my cousin was telling me about this used bookstore. And so I went into the used bookstore hoping maybe I'd find a few historical romances. Well, they had a lot. And the lady told me if I could fill up a brown um, grocery bag, every paperback book that was in there, the whole thing would be $10. So no matter how many books I could fit in, it would be $10 for the total. So I found 31, yes, that's right, 31 romance novels. I would say 29 of them are historical romances. One of them is a Nora Roberts thriller, and one is a Daniel Steele. So yeah, I'll start off with the ones I have up here. This is Lisa Kleypas, Mine Till Midnight. Beautiful. Sadly, the step back was ripped out, so I had to Google what it looked like, but beautiful cover. I believe this is book 1 in the Hathaway series. And they also had Seduce Me at Sunrise by Lisa Kleypas. Yet again, step back is ripped out, literally. So I have to Google that one too. I believe this is book 2 in the Hathaways. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is book 1 and this is book 2. Beautiful covers. I have How to Catch a Queen, which is Runaway Royals by Alyssa Cole. Beautiful cover. I really look forward to this one. This one I'm very excited for, and it actually has the step back. It is Eloisa James' Once Upon a Tower. And this is from her fairy tale series. I'm guessing this has to do something with Rapunzel, which that's one of my favorite fairy tales. Little Mermaid #1, of course, but I do love Rapunzel. So very excited for this one. These are really hard to find. I don't know if they're out of print or if they're going to get recovered, probably with a boring cover. Oops. But yeah, they haven't had them on Amazon. They've like been sold out. So I was really happy to get this one because I wanted to read the whole series. So I don't think you need to read these in order, so I might read this soon. All right, I have Sophie Jordan, Sins of a Wicked Duke. A very pretty cover. And we have a lovely like back cover, which is sort of the step back. I love that the I guess the character sort of has strawberry blonde hair. It kind of gives me like adult Nancy Drew vibes because of that slight reddish tint. Reminds me of that. This is by Julia Quinn. I was really happy they had Julia Quinns and they weren't just the Bridgertons. This is Julia Quinn Minx. I believe this is book 2 in a series. I believe book 1 is Splendid. So this is Minx. I love I think these are pansies. I'm not sure. They're really pretty. Some of these are just old books that I don't know anything about. I have no clue about this author, so if y'all know about this author, let me know. Her name is Dorothy Garlock, and this is River of Tomorrow, and this is an autographed copy. I believe this is from the 80s or early 90s, and it really is. Here's the autograph. Here's the autograph here. It's very cool. Yeah, I don't know too much about her. Or, no, actually heard of her, but they had a lot of her books, and it says a best-selling author, so maybe she was like the queen of the 80s or 90s. So if y'all know anything about her, let me know, and I'll be reading it soon. This is by Kathy Maxwell, Fairest of Them All, which, I mean, I love fairy tale historicals, so I thought this would be fun. It's a beautiful cover. I haven't heard of Kathy Maxwell. Lovely step back. I guess this one was tame enough for them to keep. I don't know. This is another Julia Quinn. The Secret Diaries of Miss Miranda Shever. Really pretty cover. Is there a step back? There is. Pretty step back as well. Love the purple. Alright, I have a bunch more, obviously. This is by Lisa Kleypas, and this is called Love Come to Me. He was her most scandalous secret. I don't know too much about this one, but I read Cold Hearted Rake. It was alright, but I know a lot of people just love Lisa Kleypas, and I saw them I'm like, for $10, I'm going to get a ton of other books. I might as well get some Lisa Kleypas's. If I don't like them, I can find friends to gift them to. So, yeah. Here's a Lisa Kleypas. I'm excited. I want to like Lisa Kleypas. I don't know. I feel like I should. And I don't dislike her. It's just that book was, and that was Cold Hard to Break. This is another oldie but goodie, I guess. It's by Marty Jones. Time Swept. So I don't know if this is a time travel romance, sort of like Outlander. And this is A Love Through Time. I love the purple and yellow. Very cool. Here's my thriller. I saw a friend post this book and I was like, I love these Nora Roberts. So she usually posts them or publishes them around the summer. This one's called The Reef. It's just the old sort of 90s cover with the little tiny postcard. And as you can see from the silk suit and the brown lipstick, it's very 90s. And the blowout, you know, very 90s. But I usually do enjoy her thrillers. I read a bunch of them. I can't remember the name, but I saw the movies of when they were on Lifetime. You know, the infamous Leanne Rimes movie with Eddie Cibrian, where they had their affair with, that was a Nora Roberts, one of these like romance thrillers. There's Blue Smoke, and one had Brittany Murphy. Like all those Lifetime ones had big stars. Brittany Murphy, and then Leanne Rimes did the one, you know, I think that's called like Angels. No, Angels Falls was Heather Locklear. I like that one a lot. And then I can't remember, hers was like something with flying. I knew there's like aviation in Alaska, maybe. So yeah, I remember that. Okay, here's another Sophie Jordan. This is The Duke's Stolen Bride. Is there a step back? No. Pretty green. Another Julia Quinn. I was very happy. I think this is book 1. And this is Just Like Heaven, which is the Smythe Smiths. So they're infamous from the Bridgertons for the bad musicals. So I'm excited for this one. I believe this is book 1. I really hope so, because I'll definitely be reading these. I have her other spinoff, which is the Bridgerton prequels, like Because of Miss Bridgerton. So here's my other non-historical romance. It's Echoes by Danielle Steele. My mom is a Holocaust researcher. That's like her thing. Like Holocaust literature, all that sort of stuff. And I believe this is about like the children that were like were transported to England during the Holocaust. So like Jewish children that were smuggled out of Germany or Austria and all that. I believe that's what it's about. So this is Echoes by Danielle Steele. Yet again, an iconic ponytail. And her lavender eyeshadow, which my mom like cringes at, I guess. It's her, so I like it. This is a Lorraine Heath. I love the cover. This is The Earl Takes All. I'll actually be reading my first Lorraine Heath this month for the Historical Hellions Book Club. And here's the step back. Love the black dress. Or I guess, well, maybe it's navy. It looks black on the cover, but I think it's actually a dark sapphire navy. Beautiful. It looks like a fall romance. Like, should I save it till fall to read? Alright, this is, I kind of bought this because of her last name. This is by Larly, I'm going to guess it's Gurkey, which just kind of cracked me up. And this is Catch a Falling Heiress. And they ripped out my beautiful step back, so I'll have to Google that. And this is the Avon. So I like Avon historical romances probably the most for some reason. I bought this because of Gurkey and this beautiful green dress. I had no other inklings. Oh, and it was Avon, so I figured I like Avon the most. So I probably would like it. This is a Megan Frampton. And I knew she had a beautiful cover. In like October, it's like the gentleman takes a bride. The woman has like the long flowing blonde hair, and he's like on top of her. I wanted to buy that. It's on my kind of wish list. And this is A Wicked Bargain for the Duke, and this is the Hazards of Dukes novel. Very pretty. Oh, I need to show y'all. I'm not sure if this possibly could be an interracial romance. I'm not quite sure. They could just be really tan models. I don't know. Might be. I'll have to look that up. That'd be cool if it was. I know that's getting popular now, which I'm excited for because I love inclusivity. So that'd be cool if one was before the Bridgerton hype was doing stuff, because before, not too much. You know, people weren't doing that. This is another, excuse me, a Dorothy Garlick novel. This is Midnight Blue. It actually says author of River of Tomorrow, which I own, which I bought in this set. So this is another beautiful cover. I believe this is probably 80s or 90s. These are by Warner Books. And this is published in 89. Romantic Times really liked her, so maybe she was like a queen of like the 80s. She was like the Tessa Dare or something of the 80s. I feel like the it girl now for romance would probably be like Julia Quinn and Beverly Jenkins. And like in the 80s, it was probably like Julie Garwood and Joanna Lindsay. But I feel like now the queens are probably Quinn and Jenkins and Shoup and Kleypas, of course. Kleypas probably top 3. And then James, and you know, if y'all need them. I bought a Lindsay Sands, although I read one last year and I really did not like it, but this is giving me Abercrombie and Fitch vibes. I feel like I should spray this book with a bottle of Fierce cologne. Do y'all remember Fierce? I like that smell. My mom actually bought that for herself. My mom used to wear Fierce by Abercrombie and Fitch, the men's cologne. She loved it. It's very aquatic. So this is like book 8 or something in the series, but people love this series. It's the does it say what series it is? It's just like her Highlander series. I mean, she has the new one, which is like the Highland Wolf, and it kind of has the guy's butt crack on the cover, and people are like in love with it. So I guess this was the original Thirst Trap. And let's see, Mean. It's just a waterfall. No clinch, no took us. They did us dirty on that. Here's another fun one I didn't know much about. It's by Elizabeth Boyle, which I'm not sure I've ever heard of her, which I'm excited to know about her. And this is Mad About the Duke. Dark cover. It's like a mafia romance cover almost. Beautiful step back. Long flowing hair. We have an exposed thigh. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to get married. This is by Anne Stewart. I really like this one because it's very, very 90s. The model has a mullet. An historical romance mullet. We had to bring it home. This was published, I think, 93. It's called Shadow Dance. And I'm obsessed with this cover. Look at that mullet. How beautiful is that? That model, you can tell that is clip-in extensions, and that it was even illustrated with clip-in extensions. Because, I mean, you can tell that short hair. I had to buy it. I had to buy that mullet. I mean, I was getting all these for $10. I still got more. But, I mean, that mullet sold me. Some of these books are pretty new. They had, no lie, they had How to Be a Wallflower by Eloisa James on that table. So I could have had another one for a giveaway, and it would have been like $10 and wouldn't really even count because it was just like filling up a bag. This is pretty new. This is by Vivian Lorette, The Wrong Marquess. Love it. This came out, I believe this came out 21. Did it? I think it came out early 21. July 2021. So not even a year old. I got it in this huge bundle of books for nothing. This one is purple, so it was coming home, of course. This is Waking Up with the Duke by Lorraine Heath. Is there a step back? No. That beautiful purple embrace. If it's purple, it's coming home. Obviously, it's coming home. Alright. They didn't have a lot of Julie Garwood's. If they did, they were like her kind of newer books. But I did find one old school Julie Garwood to read. This is Guardian Angel. And it's raised. And I wish I had a step back, but it's really pretty. Guardian Angel by Julie Garwood. You can see my piles growing up. This one, it was the cover. It's another Dorothy Garlock. she must have been popping. I bought 3 of her books so far. I might have another one. Night Rose. Not gonna lie, I bought it because the character, he has a mustache. It's like Tom Selleck and, what was her, not Heidi Klum. Who was the model in the 80s? She was in Vacation. She was married to Billy Joel. Some of y'all are screaming at the channel. I know, I can't think of her name. Christy Brinkley. It's like Tom Selleck and Christy Brinkley. That mustache, you know, it was coming home. Here's another Lisa Kleypas. This is When Strangers Marry. I believe this is one of her earlier novels. This is like a recover. And it has a step back. Beautiful step back. I want that hair. I want my hair that long soon. Beautiful. I'm also like gagging over how I love these old 90s author photos. She's like, hey queen. I love those blown out 90s bobs. I have like, oh my gosh, 4 more books. I wasn't lying. It's a huge stack. You can see the book starting to pop up here. Alright, here's another Lisa Kleypas. Secrets of a Summer Night. I don't know which one this is from, if this is from a series or not. I'm sure it is. Most of her books are series, but yeah, has a step back. Really pretty. Does this have? It doesn't really say when this is a series. Hopefully it's like book 1 or 2. Here's her other author photo. She grew out the bangs but kept the attitude. No, I'm just kidding. I love these author photos. And I have another Lisa Kleypas. This is Suddenly You. I think this is a standalone novel, I'm pretty sure. Suddenly You. If any of these books are like one of y'all's favorites, or like you need to read that one now, let me know and I will add it to my TBR and get it read and reviewed for you, or we can gab about it if I really like it, or whatever. Here's your other photo. I don't know why I'm showing the photos. There's like the evolution of Lisa Kleypas. This one, I've heard the author's name, Suzanne or Susan Enoch, and this is Rules of an Engagement. The spine isn't even broken on this one. This one looks like a summer read. I don't know why. It's very summery. There's the step back. Very pretty. And this is from Borders. I guess was there a Borders in North Carolina? I don't know. And here's my last one from the haul. And this is The Duke Buys a Bride, which is from The Rogue Files by Sophie Jordan. Really pretty blue. Oops. Very pretty. Yeah. Well, that is all 31 books. I can't even like lift them up, you know. Oh, so many. I enjoy reading them. Soon I'm out of breath literally from bending over, but it happens. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If there's any, like I said, that are your favorites, let me know and I will add them to be read soon. I kind of want to read that was like one of the first ones I held up, the blue Lisa Kleypas, Mine Till Midnight. I think I want to read that one in May. So let me know if there's others I should add to my list and get them read soon for y'all. I kind of do want to read Julie Garlick soon and see how good she was from that time. So yeah, let me know what was your favorite one from the list below. And if there's one that you've read that I should read soon, let me know that as well. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at I'll Be Reading Romance. And I'll see y'all soon for another video. Bye everyone.